Hey guys, and welcome back to another match preview and prediction, and we're getting into Alexandra Ayana versus Marta Kostyuk in the round 1 matchup of the Rome Masters. This should be an absolute blockbuster. We've got two young, very talented young stars who are going to be going head to head on the clay in Italy. Before we do get into it though, remember to that like button, do subscribe if you're new, and do leave a rating review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Okay, so Alex Eala has been one of the revelations, I think, of this year so far. Fantastic run in Miami, beating some incredible players, the likes of Swiatek. And she's now come into the clay court swing with some big expectations. She's come out of the Rafa Nadal Academy. She's got a lefty. She is a lefty. She seems to have a very clean game from the baseline and defends extremely well, moves extremely well. So I think it's fair to say that there's a lot of expectations on her to do something on the clay. Not necessarily win a title, but at least get some more of those big wins, I think, to propel her through the rankings. For Marta Kostyuk, she's been around for a while. She's still young, but she has been grafting away through the rankings. She's had some decent results here and there, some good tournament wins. Hasn't really set the world alight out the Grand Slam stage yet, but she's getting there. She's definitely getting there. Her best result is the third round at Rome. For Ayala, she has never played Rome. They've never played each other before, which isn't a surprise because Ayala is relatively new to the tour, and before Miami and other tournaments she was playing many challengers. So in terms of style, how do they match up? Well, Kostyuk is a big hitting player. She's going to look to play on the front foot, and she's got a potent serve. On clay, it's not going to be as potent. She's probably going to hit more kick serves than flat ones to try and go for an ace or unreturnable, to be completely frank. But what she will do is, I think, be very aggressive off the forehand. We know how important the forehand is on clay because you get more time, so you see a lot more players running around the backhand, utilising that into-in or into-out forehand. And Kostyuk does have a big weapon when it comes to her forehand side, so that's going to be quite a crucial weapon for her. Coming to the net's going to be a big one as well, I think, for her, because she's got decent hands. I think it'll be a good mix-up and good variation for her to utilise. The only issue, I think, for her, when we talk about some of those tactics or attributes that she has, is the into-in or into-out forehand are going to be a lot harder against a lefty, with the ball naturally curving into her backhand. She could get jammed at times and it could be a bit awkward, so she may have to hit, or probably will have to hit, more backhands than she'd like on clay. But that's part and parcel of playing a left-hander, unfortunately. For Ayala, she's been very comfortable, I think, from what I can see, on the front or back foot, which has been really good to see. I think to have that balance, she's great defensively, has really good variation with the forehand slice, especially. Really good to see someone bringing variety to the tour, and we need players who play different styles, and she has that in abundance. She's got a good, decent backhand slice as well, but can play at different paces, heights, spins. I think on the backhand and forehand side, she can be very aggressive off both wings as well, and she'll know that on clay she needs to play with a lot more spin, a lot more safety over the net, really give herself the best possible chance to get the most out of the surface. Rome is a slow surface, and given its clay, depth, spin are going to be key in this matchup. Shot tolerance as well, and the physicality, I think, is going to be a big factor, and that's something where Ayala really shines, I think, with her ability to make it very physical at times, and she can do that. I've been very impressed with her defensive footwork and how she is able to defend out of corners. Also doesn't seem to have a weakness on her backhand side. It's actually just as solid as her forehand side. And where she really shines is the returning. Her returning is phenomenal. And, she had a very, very close match against Iga Swiatek in Madrid. A 3-set match where she could have easily won it. And, Iga stepped up to the plate after that shock Miami loss. But I think Ayala showed that she's still, despite people knowing how she plays, and despite it being a different surface, she's still going to be trouble when playing some of her best tennis. Her returning is phenomenal, to be honest. I think she's just clearly a natural returner, very aggressive, good depth, and just hit such a clean ball off return. You just don't see many unreturnables against her, many aces or many shanks really. She really makes the opponent work for their service games, and that's such a great ability to have. We've seen that in the past on the men's side with people like Nadal and Djokovic and how well they've done, and there's a lot more to their games than just the returning, but it's a really good attribute to have. And because she's on clay, it's actually, in my opinion, on clay, if you're good returning, if you have that ability to naturally be able to read serves well, anticipate, make a lot of balls on return, that puts you in even better stead, I think, on clay than other surfaces, because there's more of an emphasis and there's more, you get more out of returning well on clay than you would on any other surface because of the slow nature of it, and there's going to be more opportunities to break. The serve is still the most important one out of the two, but it's less important on compared anyway to other surfaces. I think for Ayala, it'll be ideal for her to get Kostyuk on the back foot with precise and powerful returning, which we've seen, and brave +1 plays. Now, it's going to be a bit difficult for her because her serve, if I'm being honest, is a bit of a liability, and that's where her game definitely needs improvement, because the rest of her game is pretty good. It's been fleshed out quite nicely, but she will end up hitting a lot of slice serves kind of middle of the box or try and find the angle into the backhand, and at times it's enough, it's serviceable, she gets away with it. On clay it's a bit different, and she doesn't really have a good kick serve at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how Kostyuk approaches that, whether she tries to go really aggressive on the return or she just tries to get decent return deep down the middle maybe. But if she does that, that's where Ayala, I think, she's pretty good at taking the ball on the rise. She's got to be brave, especially on the forehand side. Lots of spin and really just penetrate through the court. Find the angles when she can. Pull Kostyuk even around the court. Make it awkward for her, because Kostyuk on the back foot is not as good as she is on the front foot. She doesn't move as well as Ayala either. She will feel uncomfortable. She's constantly having to defend. So I think Ayala, that's where she wants to be. In terms of predictions, I'm actually going to go with Ayala to win in straight sets. I don't think the matchup is going to be good for Kostyuk, actually, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below who you think is going to win and why. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you on the next video.